It's nighttime, and Booba is having trouble sleeping. He goes up to the attic, where there is a very old telescope. It points towards an open window, pointing up to the night sky, dotted with bright lights. Booba knows that these are tiny planets and stars. He wonders if they're really tiny, or if they're really big. He hopes that the telescope will help him see the planets and stars better. Booba looks through the telescope.
Ooh.
His eyes widen with delight. He sees the crescent up close. It looks like a giant bagel. Booba holds on to the telescope with both hands. What an amazing toy! He's excited to explore every corner of the sky. Stars and planets swirl before Booba, each one more beautiful than the previous one. Suddenly, a yellow planet catches his eye. On this small planet, he notices something strange. Booba zooms in on the telescope, and what does he see? Another telescope! And alien Booba looking through it. He looks out from behind the telescope and waves happily at Booba. He can see Booba in his telescope. Booba happily waves back. Alien Booba immediately starts to dance. Booba copies him. Alien Booba laughs and sticks out his tongue. Booba copies him. Then Alien Booba takes out a blue banana, peels it, and eats it all up. Booba looks around him for a blue banana, but he doesn't see one. Booba runs to look in the fridge, but there are no bananas in the fridge. Booba runs back to his telescope, disappointed. He can't eat a blue banana with his new friend. He hasn't got any. Alien Booba tries to console Booba. He shows him lots of pink palm trees on his planet, all covered in bunches of blue bananas. There are so many of them that there's enough for everyone to eat. Booba licks his lips. His stomach rumbles. Alien Booba takes a banana and throws it as hard as he can to Booba. Booba claps his hands in glee. He can't wait to try this delicious-looking banana. But just as Booba waits for the banana, it stops midair, turns around and flies back towards Alien Booba. The banana is behaving like a boomerang. Booba is disappointed. Alien Booba eats the returning banana and thinks he has an idea. Alien Booba runs to fetch his remote-controlled flying saucer. He ties a blue banana to it and launches it into space. Alien Booba controls the flying saucer with the help of a small remote control. But his flying skills are not enough to avoid a collision with a huge purple meteorite. Booba is once again disappointed. He really wants to try that blue banana. Alien Booba nervously paces back and forth. He needs a new plan and thinks hard. Finally, he jumps up and down with excitement. He has an idea! Alien Booba presses his finger on a button on the display of his smartwatch. A hologram with a drawing of a spaceship appears above them in the sky. Alien Booba sends the hologram through his telescope, and the blueprint is teleported directly to Booba. It reflects on the attic floor in front of him. Booba studies it with interest and then rushes to the barn. Booba is making something. He's excited to build his very own spaceship as quickly as possible. With the drawing to follow, it doesn't take Booba much time to build it, and soon the spaceship is finished. Ta-da! Booba paints it red and white and covers the cabin, which has many buttons and levers, with a transparent dome. Back in space, Alien Booba watches everything with anticipation. His face lights up with excitement when he sees that Booba has finished. Booba puts on his spacesuit and jumps into the cockpit of his brand new spaceship. The roof of the barn above the spaceship opens up. The path to the dark sky lit up with twinkling stars is clear. Booba presses the button on the dashboard and looks up, eager to take off, when suddenly he hears an alarm. A female voice warns, "Takeoff is forbidden without a seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt immediately." Booba obediently clicks the belt, and the spaceship immediately soars up into the night sky. The sky is clear, so the spaceship flies easily through the sky. But suddenly, colourful lollipops appear on the horizon. Lots and lots and lots of lollipops. Booba licks his lips. Yum! As he moves closer towards them, he notices that they are not lollipops. They are dangerous asteroids. Booba remembers the laser cannon that is mounted in the front of the spaceship. It's time to see it in action. Booba accurately shoots the asteroids, and they are immediately blasted out of the sky. Booba's spaceship is safe. After a little more flying, the ship suddenly stops mid-air. Booba looks around, confused. He doesn't understand what has happened. Inside, everything seems to be working properly. There is only one thing to do. He needs to inspect the spaceship from the outside. Booba puts on his spacesuit and bravely flies into outer space. The cause of the breakdown is in the engine. Booba pulls out a large multicolored ball from it. Ooh! Booba kicks the ball so hard that it flies all the way to Saturn, bounces off and accurately hits the very centre of the black hole. Go! Booba is very pleased with himself. What a great goal! He jumps back into his spaceship and races off until a traffic light appears in front of Booba, slowing him down. The lights turn red. Booba immediately slams on the brakes, allowing other spaceships to cross. Oh, phew! It's a good job Booba stopped. The traffic light's still red. Booba's spaceship windscreen is suddenly covered in soap suds. It's Spike wearing a spacesuit with a brush in his hand, cleaning the spaceship window. As soon as the traffic lights turn green, Booba's spaceship is shiny and shimmering. Booba continues his journey towards the planet ahead. It isn't until he nears the planet that Booba realises that he doesn't know how to park the spaceship. Alien Booba tries to help Booba park using glowing wands, which he holds up in his hands, waving them in the air. But this doesn't help Booba. Booba's spaceship crashes nose first into the planet. It looks like Booba is digging for buried treasure. Booba's spaceship falls apart, leaving only the chair, with Booba still strapped in safely. He unfastens his belt and happily waves to Alien Booba. They rush to each other, do a welcome dance, and hurry to feast on blue bananas. How delicious it is for them! After eating, Booba finds Alien Booba's telescope. He looks into it and sees his friend Lula. She is in the attic looking for Booba, but he isn't there. Lula looks through the telescope and cries out in surprise. Booba is on another planet, and he's not alone. Lula is surprised. Booba wants to share the blue bananas with his friend. Alien Booba offers to take them to Lula, but Booba shrugs his shoulders. His spaceship is broken. No problem. Alien Booba waves his hand and motions for Booba to follow him. He takes him to a huge flying saucer with glowing portholes. Alien Booba presses his finger on the display of his smartwatch. The roof of the flying saucer swings open and a brand new spacecraft flies out of it.
Cool,
says Booba. Alien Booba and Booba load a box of blue bananas on board and set off towards Earth. Lula is very excited when they arrive in the attic. Alien Booba and Booba hand her a blue banana. But Lula doesn't want a blue banana. She's seen something more through the telescope. Something much more delicious. Cheese! Alien Lula excitedly invites her to visit her planet, but Lula has no idea how to get there. Booba and Alien Booba are very happy to help her. They build her a new spaceship, and then they all fly with the blue bananas to the planet of colourful cheese. It's lots of fun to share tasty treats with friends.